What's up, y'all? Thank you guys so much for tuning in once again. My name is Mark Mamboyo, and this is going to be the third episode of the Elevate podcast. In this podcast, I'm going to be going over my tips and tricks for client retention. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with the podcast. All right. Okay, so if it is your first time tuning in, like I said in the beginning, my name is Mark Mamboyo, and this is the Elevate podcast. In these podcasts, the value I want to bring to you guys is overall motivation, empowerment, and simple storytelling. So like I said, in this podcast, I'm going to be going over the tips and tricks that I use and that you can also use and utilize in your business for client retention. So let's start off with what client retention is. So client retention it actually refers to the way that you provide either a service or a product to the client or customer that, continues them to keep coming back to you, basically. As simple as that. It's like, what do you do that, or what do you do, or what kind of service, what kind of product do you provide that keeps the customer coming back for more and more, right? So the number one thing that I do and that you all can do to just have that good retention is just showing up. Just show up and just be available. I know it's easy and simple to say, but in the barber or cosmetologist or salon stylist, it's easy to just sit there for 2 to 3 hours, especially if you're new and you're just starting out, and you have no clients. You're just basically, you're banking on a walk-in, right, to come in. But if you're there for 2 to 3, 4 hours and you're just sitting there and you're just seeing your other barbers, your other stylists working, being busy, it's like, dang, like, when is my client going to come in, or when is a customer going to come in finally so I can do something? But in this world, it's like everything is, in our world of cosmetology or barbers and whatnot, having clients is very, very important. That's what's going to make you and your business grow, right? The more clients you have, obviously, the more money you make. But it's as simple as that. If you don't have clients, then you're not going to be making any money. So the number one thing you want to do is just show up, just be available. It's easy to just leave early. Oh, I don't want to stay here, right? I could just be home. I can be chilling. But you can also just be staying in the shop. You can also just be putting the time in and just waiting for those clients, because you put those time in, those long days, those long hours in, you're gonna start to grow little by little, one client at a time, So just put the time in, be available, and just show up. That's number one. Okay, so number two. Number two is very important for when you do have a client, right? So number two is going to be have a thorough consultation with the client, right? Having a thorough consultation is going to be key to having a returning client, because when you give them a thorough understanding, it shows you as a professional that, you're trying to give the customer your all, your best. You're trying to give them the best service that they've ever experienced. So there's going to be a lot of things that you want to ask them as far as a consultation. Simple things along the lines of, what do you do for a living? It's a simple question, but if, say, they have a job or a career that doesn't allow them to maintain the style that they want potentially, you want to recommend something that is a little bit easier for them to do. Number two, you want to ask them is, what's your hair maintenance wise? Like, what's your regimen like? Are you going to maintain your hair? Are you going to, condition the hair? Are you going to shampoo it, often? Are you going to take care of the hair? Are you going to take care of the overall look that you want? And number three, you want to ask them is, what's the final look that you want? Are you willing to put the time in? Say they have long hair now, or for example, say they have a short haircut now, and they want to grow it into something long. Like, for example, for males, they have a buzz cut right now, but they want a slick back, or they want like a comb over. Are you going to put the time into grow this out so we can continue and, have that final look that you want, or are you going to keep cutting it every so often, right? So those are 3 simple questions in the consultation that you want to give them. And in that consultation, you want to make sure that after the service is done and complete, you want to ask them, like, are you happy with the service? Are you happy with the results that you have currently? And, the potential of what this final look is going to look like. So that's going to be number 2, right? Number 2, make sure you have a thorough and very, very in detail consultation with the client. Remember, number 1 is going to be show up and be available. Number 2, have a thorough and in-depth consultation with every single client. Those are going to be 2 keys. Your third tip or key is going to be follow up with a simple thank you. You either want to give them, for me in my business, I either give them a text, a DM, or at the end of the service, just a simple thank you. Thank you for coming out. I appreciate you coming. I appreciate you booking every 2 weeks, every 1 week. You always want to show that appreciation to the customer, to the client. Because at the end of the day, it's very simple to say, but if you put yourself in their position and you're their client or you're someone else's client, it's like you get a simple thank you. It's like, dang, like this guy's being genuine, like you have to show that you're genuine and you're being real with the client. Because when you show that you're being genuine and real, I feel like that, for me, I believe that makes them, feel at home, feel like family, where it's like, okay, I'm going to come back, So number 1, show up and be available. Number 2, give a thorough consultation to every single client and customer. And number 3 is just follow up and give them a simple thank you at the end of every single service. Whether that be a simple thank you verbally, a thank you text, or a DM through Instagram. Those are literally, like, especially the third one, like a simple thank you, that can go such a long way, because I'm sure that there's clients out there or customers that go to barbers, they get a haircut, and it's just like, for me, it's like you're gonna go out there on a barbershop and you're just gonna feel like another number. But if you give that one-on-one kind of like personalized thank you, it's like that's gonna make them return more and more, and you're gonna have way more clients to come and return to you and your business for your services, right? And that leads me into going into number 4, right? So number 4 is you want to give every single client a personalized experience. So a personalized experience is, yes, you want to give every single client or every single customer an experience, but for each and every single one, you want to give them their own personalized one. Where I know, like, everybody has their ways of cutting, everybody has their ways of styling the hair, but for every single client, not everybody's the same. So you want to try your best and do your best to give everyone their own personalized experience. Because when you give them a personalized experience, it makes them feel, it gives them like a VIP treatment. Like they're really important, They're that one of one client. And I believe that even for me, it's like, yes, I do a lot of the same haircuts, but with every single haircut that I do, I try to give a different personalized experience for each and every single client. Because if you do the same beard style for every single client, and the way you style it, the way you cut it and whatnot, it's like, oh yeah, he's just doing it the same way. But if you give them overall their own personalized experience in the service, from start to end, whether that be like booking the actual time for you and the appointment, to finishing that appointment, you want to give everybody their own personalized experience, because that's going to make them feel like they're your number one client. And you want to give that to every single one, because yes, all your clients are your number one client, because those are the people that are paying. Essentially, they're paying your bills. They're giving you their time, they're giving you their effort, their money, and you also want to give that back to them. You want to give them that same energy, that same vibe. You want to give them your 100% energy, 100%. Your time, your attitude has to be there 100% for every single client. So number 4, like I said, give every single client their personalized experience. And for number 5, I mean, this is going to be something that is definitely at your discretion as a business owner, as a barber, a salon artist, a stylist. For me, I offer you can either offer a free or B, a discounted haircut or service with every new client recommendation. So I know it's hard to give somebody a free haircut, but if you're just beginning, it's something that I feel that is kind of necessary, because if you have a client and then you're like, hey, if you bring someone that if you bring in another a friend of yours or a recommendation and they come through, I'll give you a free haircut, or I'll give you a discounted haircut. Where I kind of strayed away from the free haircuts now, because it's like I do have a clientele base at this point, but as a beginner, you want to give those kind of discounts, because that's what's going to help you grow your business and grow your clientele base, especially giving a free haircut. I feel like even today, a lot of people don't see the power of giving stuff for free. Yes, everybody likes free stuff, but at the end of the day, if it's going to generate and come back to you and give you some income, generate some income and some momentum for your business, for your clientele, why not try it? It's simple. It's just giving a free haircut. Yes, it's one haircut, but if there's a potential for them to bring 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 10 more people to come to you, that's gonna make you wanna cut even more, because it's like a domino effect. You have one client and then they tell their friend, and then they love the haircut, they love the experience, they're going to tell their friends, and so on and so forth. So you want to give them, or you want to offer them at your discretion, obviously, a free or a discounted haircut. So that's going to be number 5. Number 5, like I said, is offer a free or discounted haircut. But remember, it's for every single recommendation that they give you. You don't want to just go out there. I mean, yeah, you can give out free haircuts, so you can get the time, you can get the reps in. But if you want to generate a clientele growth in business, you want to give something out so that you can get something back. Because it's a give and take relationship with this. And number 6 is going to be a bonus. And it's something that I do frequently, and it's 2023 and it's very, very popular. It's post on social media. Posting on social media, I feel like a lot of people don't know the power of social media these days, especially because a lot of people just they have social media to just show their life. But as a business owner, entrepreneur, you want to use social media to your advantage. Everybody's on their phone, so you might as well make something out of your social media and your brand and post something that's going to generate people to come to you and your business. Like you want to post stuff that's going to have some value to the potential client or the potential customer, so that they have they want to book something with you, they want to book an appointment with you, they want to book a service with you. Where it's like, I feel like, yes, you can have social media to show you and your life and whatnot, but you have to, as a business owner, you have to kind of show social media in a different way that creates some foot traffic into your business, or like some sort of that foot traffic or potential clients to come to your business. Really, it's easy, it's simple as that. Just post on social media, whether that be once a day, whether that be twice a day. Show customers that show customers what you do, show clients what you do, show your work on your stories, whether that be making a reel about your work, or whether it be a story about you having appointments, or you having giving a free haircut, like I said. So it's simple as that. Just post on social media. It's so important today, especially in these days. Everybody's on Instagram, everybody's on TikTok. So you have to use that to your advantage as a small business owner, barber, cosmetologist, stylist. Post often and post something of value to your clients or potential customers, so that they are booking their appointments. They are telling their friends, hey, yo, check my guy out, especially your work. It's for me, social media can be a portfolio, but I try to use it as a portfolio, but also something where I can bring value and show something different to the clients. Where, yes, you don't want your page just to look like a bunch of haircuts, so because it's like, oh, it's the same thing over and over again. You want to show some different things of you. Yes, you want to show your life, but your life here and there, but always come back and draw the attention back to your business and what you're offering as far as your products and your services to your clients. So, like I said, this is going to be the tips and tricks for client retention. We're going to go over them once again. Number 1, show up and be available. Number 2, have a thorough and in-depth consultation with each and every client. Each and every client needs their own personalized consultation, so be wary of that. You don't want to give the same consultation to every single client the same thing. You want to give everybody their own personalized consultation. Number 3, follow up with every single customer and client and get their feedback. It's as simple as that. Get their feedback and make sure that they enjoyed the service, they enjoyed the experience with you. Number 4, you want to provide every single client with their personalized overall experience from start to finish. Remember, personalized experience for every single client and customer. Number 5, like I said, at your discretion, you want to either offer A, a free haircut, or B, a discounted haircut with every single client recommendation. And the bonus, remember, post often on social media. Take advantage of the opportunity that social media can bring to you and your business. Post often. So I do thank you guys again for tuning into the channel. This is Mark Mamboya with the Elevate Podcast, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.